Good evening, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. I didn't get up very early today, guys, but I was pretty productive. I got up like around 10 o'clock, which I guess is kind of typical of my Mondays. However, it is currently almost 1 and I'm still not in bed yet. So I got completely sidetracked. I was ready for bed at 11 or like close to like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I was like, oh, now I'm distracted. But I have to share with you guys though, because we ended up getting more snow. Like, oh my goodness, it was 60 degrees like last week, and now there's currently snow outside. So as you guys can see out there, we ended up with more snow, which isn't actually a lot. Like, it's barely sort of covering the grass right now, but honestly I think a little bit of it has melted, but we ended up getting that snow. I'd say it all fell in less than like 3 hours. It was crazy, guys. Like, the amount of snow that was coming down. I don't think we've actually had a storm like this so far where the snow has come down this hard this fast, and on top of that too, it sounded like chunks of ice were hitting the window at the same time. I think there is another day that it is supposed to snow, and then I'm not sure if it's supposed to get warmer and be nice again, or if it is supposed to just stay you know, like kind of just cold and then eventually get back up to, you know, being almost like summer weather outside. Because like I said, it's literally was, you know, I was like barefoot in the backyard I think on like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. You know, it was so nice out, like t-shirt weather outside kind of. Like, it was like, I told you guys, like I think 65 one day, and it was like that for like about 2 weeks I think, where we had like at least really nice weather for it being the beginning of March. Now that it's the middle of March, it's decided to take like a U-turn and go backwards and start snowing again. So a little frustrating, guys. I am, you know, I was really enjoying the warm weather. And the part that sort of stinks a little bit though is that like our furnace really had not been on almost at all. Like, it was warm enough where the furnace wasn't running, and now it's been running, and my bedroom gets really warm because I keep the door closed, and it's like centrally located in the house. It's the middle, sort of like the middle room of the house, with only one exterior wall, so it gets and stays really warm in my bedroom. And so like, but if I open my bedroom door, then all of a sudden within like 10 minutes it's cold in there again. But if I close it, then it's so hot in my room. Like, I walked in there and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a full like probably 10 plus degrees difference in my room than in the rest of the house. So yeah, guys, but the amount, like I said, the snow is just sort of crazy. Like I said, the fact that we ended up getting that. And so yeah, I got to a good amount of things today, but one of the reasons that I think I slept in was because it was so dark out, like almost like storming sort of like clouds outside, and so it was dark like all day today. Started snowing I think around noon. It was a little after I finally got up out of bed, so maybe it was like around 12:30 or something like that. And I know it was snowing up until 2:30, when my dad ended up coming home from work, which was around 2:30, but it stopped snowing before 3 o'clock because Jack had football practice at 3 o'clock. So like I said, it was probably within about like between 2 to 3 hours or something like that that we got that snow, which is crazy because I mean, like I was saying too, it had probably melted a little bit since it was actually like initially stopped snowing. Because like I've noticed on our neighbor's roof, it was completely covered, and then the peak of it was sort of like there wasn't snow there anymore, whereas when it was coming down hard, there was. So that is, like I said, one of the you know, that's how I knew that it had at least melted somewhat, because like the ground and everything like that though is really warm. And I feel bad too because all of my little bulbs that are outside, they're coming up, and a lot of the plants and flowers and stuff like that, and they just got like completely like, oh nope, it's apparently not. You know, it is still winter. We were all like, you know, it's 65 degrees, yeah, let's get up. And yeah, no, now it's back down to like 30s and stuff like that, and it's just being crummy, which is also hilarious though, because Jack had football practice today and there was snow out there while they were practicing. And like he was saying though, at like one point after much later in the afternoon, so it stopped snowing for a while and then it sort of started like raining a little bit. So that's why it's still in that weird sort of like, it's, you know, that spring weather, but I knew that we were gonna get this like snowstorm today, which I was not happy about. And like I said, I thought I saw snow one other day, or there were 2 possible days. I thought it was later in the week too, that it is a possibility that it could snow as well. So anyways though, yeah, I woke up late today. I feel like if there was sun outside, maybe I actually would have woke up earlier, but woke up late. I did get to laundry. I didn't do dishes, so that's why there's a huge pile of dishes actually in the kitchen right now. I did make dinner for tonight too, and then I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner tomorrow. And then Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day, so we have Thanksgiving. Goodness guys, I'm a little tired. We have St. Patrick's Day food for that, and corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and all that. And then on, like I said, tomorrow I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner. I don't know, because my dad brought something in from the freezer yesterday night to defrost so that we could throw it in the slow cooker today in case I woke up late. And considering that, again, it's just about 1 o'clock, I probably will not be waking up early enough to be able to get it in the freezer, or, you know, make anything and defrost it fast enough and cook it. Because like sometimes I can do just a quick defrost enough to get it out of the bag and it will still be sort of frozen when I actually put it in the slow cooker. It's just obviously I have to cook it for a lot longer if it is already partially frozen. But if it's defrosted, like defrosted from the night before, and then I throw it in the slow cooker, it doesn't take as long. So like I said, that's why today I got up. I probably made it around noon, maybe a little bit before that, like 11:30. It was probably done earlier, but Jack and my dad didn't get home from football practice till around 5 or 5:30, so we had dinner at 6. So yeah, there was that. But like I said, I don't know what to do for dinner tomorrow. Oh, that is, I actually thought that that was a snowplow and was like, oh look it guys, there's a snowplow outside. That was like probably an ambulance or a fire truck or police car or something. There was no siren going off though, because that's what initially I went like, oh look it, there's a snowplow. Those are the wrong colored lights for snowplow. But yeah guys, I was actually working on a couple of blog post ideas, or like possibly Chat With Me Sundays. I'm thinking of maybe doing Chat With Me Sundays in addition to some extra info with like a blog post as well, and a like Chat With Me Sunday, so it can be both like a chat sort of, because I am not a good typer, honestly. I feel like sometimes it is the same way that like when I'm actually talking about something, I can just keep going on one subject for a really long time. But the thing is that obviously I can edit a lot of that out. I feel like I cannot convey my point very well when I'm typing, like in a blog post or something like that. So that's why sometimes I like to just add extra information if I'm doing like a blog post or something. But if it's something where I really want to convey a point, I feel like I need to speak it out. And again, it's easier for me because I can always go through and edit if I get, you know, if I was like, oh, that was a really stupid thing to add, or maybe I should actually add that before I say this point or something like that, which I can still do if I'm typing it out. It's just, it takes me a really long time. And I feel like, again, there's sort of different things that you convey when you're speaking that you don't get across as well in a blog post, like humor. Sometimes it's harder, and you have to be, I feel like, a really good writer and or like blogger to actually get like the point of humor across sometimes in like a blog post, versus if you're just talking and you're sort of, again, trying to convey something to somebody and being funny about something, or trying to poke humor at something, or, you know, also too, if you're trying to be a little bit more serious about something, people might actually take it as you being funny when you're not trying to be, but obviously they can kind of tell from the tone of your voice, your, you know, almost body language, gestures, things like that in a video, I feel like, like I said, better. And so for me, like, I like to just add like additional information to a blog post if I'm really trying to talk about something, though, because I a lot of times leave things out that I'm like, oh, I want to say that, but I don't want to make this like 8 hours long, or I might have forgotten a point that I wanted to make, and so adding it in a blog post is also sometimes helpful. So I was thinking about, I actually had 2 ideas that randomly came to me actually while I was doing some random research about something that didn't have to do anything with couponing or like literally anything like that. I just sort of like actually was like, oh my gosh, that'd be a perfect idea for like doing a Chat With Me Sunday blog post sort of thing. So I came up with a couple of those ideas. Again, I'm trying to get all of my brain power going in the right direction. Also too, I don't know why my coffee has been so productive for me this week. Well, not this week, but ever since I got that Starbucks coffee again from like I got it last week or whatever at Walmart, because they didn't have it at they didn't have the other kind that I was getting, and then they also had it at Aldi, so now I have another one, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can, like, that Starbucks iced coffee, for some reason it keeps me going like really well. Like, I like the taste of the other stuff, but for some reason, like, I hardly had any coffee today. Like, I had like that much, honestly, like maybe a cup at most, and I'm not talking about like a coffee mug cup, I'm talking about like an actual measuring cup's worth. I probably had less than that worth of coffee, and I was like, oh yeah, like, I don't know what it was, my brain was just totally going today, which is good. There's some days where I am just completely like zoned out and like, you know, just can't really think about like stuff, and sometimes it's like no amount of coffee helps with that. Sorry guys, my battery just died. We're gonna finish the video in here. I actually forgot what I was saying. Maybe I just slept really well last night. I don't remember what it was that I was saying. Or my coffee was really good or something like that. Anyways, guys, again, today though, I was actually pretty productive. I actually edited today. Again, was working on my old receipt stuff that I told you guys I was sort of going over, because that's another thing for something. I want everything organized before I like officially decide to come back and start couponing, and so that's one of the things, because I want all of my receipts that I have all added up and all of that. So long story short, guys, I'm gonna get to bed so that hopefully I'll be able to have as productive day, as much of a productive day as I had today. So yes, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys aren't, I would love if you subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.